As you may already know, Harry's tell-all memoir is not included in publisher Penguin Random House's list of upcoming releases. What is going on? What is the holdup? One theory is that the book release is all tangled up with the publisher's lawyers. Harry is making very explosive claims, and the fact checkers at the publisher are having a difficult time finding others to verify these claims. Literally, none of Harry's old pals, girlfriends, aides, or other associates are willing to go out on a limb and go on record speaking against the Queen or the royals. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. Did the palace threaten the publisher with legal action should these salacious allegations be unprovable? The days of never explain, never complain may be over with regard to Harry and Meghan, certainly at the least. Harry has promised not to include anything negative about Grandma the Queen. But let's just listen to Harry's statement about his memoir. I'm writing this not as the prince I was born, but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs, the lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far, and excited for people to read a firsthand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful. That sounds pretty innocuous. Harry's ghostwriter, J.H. Moehringer, he also wrote Andre Agassi's memoir, and he won the 2000 Pulitzer Prize for news feature writing. So he's a big hitter. Now, the inimitable Tom Bower is coming out with a book before Harry's memoir. And some are saying that if Harry publishes his memoir at the same time, Bower's book could suck all the air out of Harry's release. So, and in other words, everyone will choose to read Bower's book instead of Harry's. Bower's book is called Revenge: Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors. Wow. Here's a fabulous quote by Tom Bower that may give you a sense of the tone of this upcoming work. To see her smiling through the open window of a car, making sure she's seen without any contrition whatsoever, just shows what a brazen hussy she is. Wow. This is the guy writing the book on Meghan. Meghan is concerned that Bower's new book will damage her image. Really? What could be in this book? Bower is known as a very careful researcher who checks and rechecks all his facts. He previously wrote biographies on Charles the Rebel Prince, Boris Johnson, also Tony Blair, and many others. I think Meghan's true age will finally be proven. I think she's at least 4 to 6 years older than she claims. She claims, I think, to be 40 at this point. He will find out easily what year she graduated high school, what year she graduated college, and he can simply correlate her peers' ages with her. Okay, and he can also talk to some of these people. He can just look through the high school yearbook and call up some of these people. What about Megan's yacht girl days before she got into acting? I mean, there was no OnlyFans back then. Does she have verifiable connections to Andrew and that guy who didn't kill himself in prison? And by the way, the names of all the folks who flew down to his private island and were never revealed. There's a lot of drama and mayhem that could ensue prior to Harry getting his memoir release. And if there's enough damage to Meghan's reputation from Bower's book, Harry and Meghan will certainly react. Let's just see what the cards want to reveal today, and let's get into it. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. And many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. All right. So what is holding up Harry's memoir? Let's try to get more information. Maybe we can kind of get to the bottom. We'll throw a general spread on what is holding this memoir up. Is it the salaciousness? Is it the unprovability of Harry's truth? Did the royal family
threaten, call up Penguin House and very subtly say, we're going to sue you if anything you say is unprovable. So what's going on? What's holding it up? Family. That's very interesting. Manifested difficulties. Ooh, and lies. So what's holding it up? Interesting spread. Family, 4 hearts, foundation, and communication. Communicating about the family and the structure and the foundation. 8 and 9, 17, 5 hearts reacting. So this kind of really says the royal family is communicating. On the bottom is communicating about the royal family, the personal relationships, people closely associated, 4 hearts, and the structure, 4 diamonds. The people and the structure of the royal family. And this is also money, and this is how things are set up. So it really looks like what is holding this book up is literally communications with the royal family are holding this book up. They're kind of scared of the royal family. A lot of people involved, decisions, and the publisher wants to have their hands clean. Angel. They don't want a bad reputation. They don't want to pull an Oprah and get caught with 17 mistruths or lies. They don't want to pull an Oprah. The publisher is just a medium, and they don't want to get stuck in the middle between Harry and his family. And behind Harry is Meghan, moving his lips and moving his little arms and legs and telling him what to say. Because Harry didn't do this before, and he shouldn't be doing it now. Magi, this is manifested, and this manifested by the people in the royal family, because that reflects the number 1 card. Difficulties, and Snake is also a liar. Snake speaks with a forked tongue. 6 spades is selfishness and lying. Lying speaks with a forked tongue. And that says to me can't be proven. A lot of allegations that can't be proven. Actions and talking, and selfishness and lying. So it's very self-serving. Like escaping that Omid Scobie book, Funding Freedom, where they're escaping the royal family. It read very self-serving. It read in Meghan's voice. I mean, if you read it, it reads like Meghan's voice. Like, I have favorite authors: Stephen King, Jack London. I particularly love Hemingway, and you can really hear their voice. And I love Anne Rice. Oh my God, I love her books. You can hear the voice of the author. And that's what keeps bringing you back. I mean, Anne Rice, she writes like a lush garden. Hemingway, it's so spare. It's like, wow. I just love his writing. And when you hear Finding Freedom, it's like, wow, that's Meghan. I can hear Meghan speaking to me in these words. That's not Omid Scobie. That's not Carolyn Durand. So it's very self-serving. The book is very self-serving and maybe not altogether truthful, and the publisher doesn't want to get caught in these lies. And the royal family is intervening. So the family's intervening. They don't want to get caught in the middle. The publisher doesn't want to get caught in the middle. And there's some really suspect things in there that can't be verified. So, I mean, the really self-serving, the really suspect, that really sounds like Meghan. And Meghan is, in my opinion, a very, very, very controlling person. And I don't know if you've had people like that in your life. Wow. It just makes everything awful. Having somebody watching and controlling everything you're doing, no matter what it is. You're on vacation in Rio, and you're on Ipanema. And there's this really controlling person next to you, and it just ruins everything. I mean, just having a gelato on Ipanema Beach, they're just ruining everything. And that's kind of what that makes me think of. So let's take a closer look. about the royals contacting Penguin. I mean, it wouldn't be like the Queen calling up, hello. It would be the lawyers, the royal aides, the lawyers calling up Penguin, or just, and they would call. They wouldn't write anything because then you could prove that it's in writing. You just call them out of the blue, like at midnight or 1 a.m., and you kind of say, and you just say it really fast, and then you hang up and you call from a blocked line. That's what people do to me. So that's probably what they would do to them. So let's look at the royals and Penguin. Royal lawyers and Penguin. Let's look at the contact, because it looks like they're contacting them. Royals. Penguin. Blocked by many people. So this is interesting. The royals over here, scapegoat blaming and secrets and world. They want to keep these secrets hidden. 16 and 20, 5 spades. The royals are doing everything they can to keep the secrets that are buried. Who's that young man who jumped completely naked out of a window at Windsor Castle? I mean, they want to keep this stuff really under wraps. And my readings very consistently show that there are many, many skeletons in the royals' closet. And I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Some people do really bad things, and I think there's some really ugly things that the royals want to keep hidden. And Harry would know about maybe a lot of them. And even within families, these things are hidden. I mean, very commonly, like these serial killers, they're holding a victim outside and the daughter is inside, and she's like, I didn't know anything about it. And he was like killing somebody in the shed outside. Did she not know anything? I mean, there's just this secrecy, layers and layers and layers of secrecy. And that, in any kind of ill environment, that's going on. So that would be going on. We know about some of the crap that Andrew was involved in, and I think there's a lot more there. What do we have over here with the publisher? Very straightforward and honest, taking charge of the situation. And it's just, this is a business, man. This is a business. 26 and 8, 34. 32 is 8 spades. 9 hearts and 9 diamonds. They want to do everything above board. They don't want to get involved. They're not, they're not a ragmag. They're not about getting in the middle of this. So they want to keep it all above board, and the royals want to keep everything. They want to keep the secret secret, and they don't want any of this stuff getting out to the world. And there are a whole lot of people involved in stopping this. So I think the royals are literally trying to stop this memoir from coming out. Let's just see. Are the royals literally trying to stop this memoir from being published at all? I mean, is that really their goal? No memoir, no cry. Is that literally the goal? Are they literally, the royals literally trying to stop this memoir from coming out? Very emotional. 8 hearts and 10 hearts are very emotional decisions, going in a different direction with the emotions. 1823, 6 clubs, the family, big change. They're very, very, very upset about it. That's what this is saying. The royals are very, very, very upset about it. How upset are they? They couldn't be more upset. They're 10 hearts and 8 hearts upset. And it just another thing and another thing and another thing, and there's just, it's just getting to be, just leave me alone is what the royals are saying. So they're just very upset about it, and they're afraid that it's going to make a big problem for them, a big change, and they're going to have to react to it. So I asked, are they literally trying to put a stop to it altogether? Well, I think they do want to stop it. It's exhausting. If you're constantly being attacked and attacked and attacked and attacked, it's just exhausting. They're exhausted from all these attacks. They want to be the royals. They want to go out and do good and promote good causes. Now we're on to Tom Bauer's book, Revenge. I love the name of this book. And I hope that people are as excited about reading it as that makes me excited. I generally don't like to buy books anymore because I moved a lot. Now I'm finally living in a house, and I got rid of books and got rid of books and got rid of books. Every year I would be getting rid of books. I still have 9 cases of books that I didn't get rid of. And some of the books that I did get rid of, I regret it. I'm like, oh, I really want to see that book. There's things in that book that I really want to look at again, and I don't have them anymore. So, I mean, I pared down to like 9 books. Anyway, so I would buy that book. Hopefully it'll come to a library near me soon. So, will Bauer's book damage, how much will it damage Meghan's image? Because Meghan is worried, and this is a compelling topic, and this is a compelling topic. I'm gonna have to read. I think I'm gonna have to just read on Bauer's book later, just straight up, just do more in depth. So, is Bauer's book going to damage Meghan's image? How much? Oh, those are very positive cards. Oh, there it is. So right on the surface, it's about the relationships, about her ongoing relationships, and it's all about the relationships. And that's what it's billed as. It's about their split, their relationships, Harry and Meghan, Meghan and Harry. Meghan is billed first, Meghan and Harry and the royal family. Meghan, Harry, and the royal family. So it's going to focus first on Meghan, because Meghan is driving all the action. So it's just going to look at the connections between all these people. That is what it's, and this fell out. I don't get fallouts. A lot of other readers, they get lots of fallouts and they just read the fallouts. Well, I'm not Fumble Bunny here. I don't get a lot of fallouts. So it's, again, a relationship, and the connections between those relationships. 11, 13, 4 hearts twice. It's all about the relationships. And that's what it says right on the cover, and that's what it's going to be about. So it's going to expose, underneath, it's going to expose the lies, the contradictions, reacting to the blame game. Okay, who is Meghan blaming? She's blaming you. She's blaming everybody. She's blaming you. She's blaming me. She's blaming everybody all the time. It's going to look at that and how truthful is this, and shine a light on these actions and words. So it's really an expose. Ace of Diamonds and 3 clubs. It's going to expose the lies and the blame game, the blame shifting that's going on in and among these relationships. So like Kate, Meghan made Kate cry right before the wedding. She screamed at Kate. She screamed at like little Charlotte, I think. And then it was twisted around, and Meghan was like, no. Kate made me cry, and like nobody believes it, but it all has an effect. These twisting, these putting this out there, it all has an effect. And some people, they're like, we love Meghan Markle. She's a black princess, and everything she says is true. It affects, and there's this push this way and this, like that. So it's going to really look at all these things and expose the lies and the blaming. Let's add it up. 4, 10, 18, 23. 23, 6 clubs in the family. So yeah, it's a really close look at the relationships and the interactions in the family and the lies. It's going to expose the lies. Will this hurt damage Meghan's public image? Well, if lies are exposed, and this inconsistency, that's not truthful. That's not truthful. That's not truthful. This is a clear yes, okay? So Meghan went on Oprah, and there are 17 mistruths. The Archie skin color debate and all that stuff. did that damage Meghan's credibility? Absolutely. And this is going to do more of that. Now, the trick here is because we have social media, we have all kinds of people commenting on this. Everybody picks up everything. We have these freaking geniuses looking at pictures and picking out these minor details, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, I didn't see that." We have like the whole world looking now, and it's a different thing. So the trick is for a book to really bring fresh information. Can he make it fresh enough for the people who really know this stuff and who are royal watchers and Meghan watchers and Harry watchers? Are they going to say, "Oh wow, that is fresh new information"? Because if he can prove definitively, and not speculate that this is actually Meghan's age, or come up with a birth certificate, or, that's really going to be earth-shattering, because people kind of know, people kind of speculate, they do the math, but things are not necessarily exactly proven. So if he's careful enough that he can actually prove some of these things beyond a shadow of doubt, wow, his book is going to be a home run. So another question I have is, could Bauer's book, Revenge, could it kill Harry's memoir? And let's look at the interaction here. Bauer's book, Revenge, and Harry's memoir. Is this kind of like, are they just like holding their breath and biting their nails over this book? Could this actually kill the book? Bauer's book and Harry's memoir. Bauer's book, Harry's memoir. Bauer's book. Ooh, that's a full stop right there. Harry's memoir. Oh my. So we have a yes. Yes can mean yes. Okay, so this is Harry's memoir. 10 spades, the worst possible result. 9 hearts emphasizes the cards in association with it. I always read in pairs. So, wow, the 10 spades is emphasized. Renewal. Or 10 hearts can also be lying. 10 hearts is a good lying. It's water into wine. Water is not wine. And under the right circumstances, it could be somebody misrepresenting. It can also be transformation. So this changes everything, and he might expose critical lies that will kill his book. 1927 Cross, about the family, about the permanent family, the long-lasting family, the monarchy. Bauer, man, honest man, looking at the situation and putting a stop to this. 25, 34, 9 diamonds, communicating. He's not malicious. Okay, he's not malicious. He's just a researcher. Like, I was an auditor. For most of my career, I was an auditor. And you never lie, you never threaten. You just look at what the information is. And if there are criminal acts, then I'm going to refer you to the Justice Department. And if there are civil problems, and there's always issues, because we kind of know there's issues, that's why we're there. You just report what you see. That's what Bowers is doing. He's just like, I just report the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. And he's just looking at it, and those facts can really create problems for Meghan and Harry. And yes, it could kill this book, because revelations by Bowers in his book, Revenge, could really contradict some of Harry's truth. Why is it Harry's truth? Why is it Meghan's truth? Because objectively, it's not true. That's why they say, it's my truth, it's her truth. Well, if it's her truth or his truth, then that truth is contradictory to objective facts. So Bauer is going to report the objective facts and figure out the inconsistencies, which is what he's up to, and that could really kill the narrative that they're painting. Harry's a victim, Meghan's a victim, we're all victims. Oh, we're so we're so victimized. And I was out talking to some people, and I met some, what do you call them? The woke people. They love to talk about their disabilities and their mental illnesses. Oh my God. Weird. It's that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. It's like talking to woke people. Anyway, uh, underneath, separating the community. It's parsing things out. Two spades, and yeah. So Bauer's revealing literal truths, objective truth, and I hope you believe in objective truth, but him revealing things and putting it all together, putting the puzzle together properly, could really mess up their narrative and kill some of their key emotional points. I just wanted to say how upset I am, and it's everybody else's fault. Like that. So that's what we're going to see. So what do we have? What is holding up Harry's memoir? The royals did contact them. The publisher doesn't want to get caught in the middle, and there are some very suspect things in there, in Harry's memoir. Okay, and then I looked more closely. Did the royals contact Penguin? Yes, they did. And I do believe, and the cards are showing, that the royals have some real secrets to hide. Just because they're tough and they win doesn't mean they don't have these secrets. I think there are, I like the monarchy and I love the queen, but I think there are some really terrible things that they don't want to get out. But that's true of everybody. Everybody has things that they don't want revealed, but some more than others. Penguin is just straightforward. This is a business. We don't want to get involved. We're not trying to offend you. We're not trying to hurt, mess you up. Monarchy, British monarchy. Are the royals literally trying to kill the book? Well, it didn't say that. It said they're really, really, really upset at this, at the constant attacks, constant attacks. Could Bauer's book on Meghan kill Harry's memoir? Yes. Yes, it could, simply because it's accurate. And it just simply tells the truth. And it's not an emotional narrative. It's much more of a rational and factual recounting of what's going on. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card, Divination, Fortune Telling. Don't forget to like and subscribe.